Hey!
Do you love me?
Back to you from MagFest 2015. Are you recording this so you can remember this tomorrow?
Yeah, because I'm not going to.
Punch us all. I love music and gaming.
Yes. Good reason. This is a celebrity. He's got 20,000 subscribers.
He's gonna walk right. Okay, Charlie, I won't do that again.
We're good where
We're moving this way, TJ.
Excuse me. It's your fucking camera. Why am I even filming this?
I know you're the official filmmaker.
That's not even my channel. What the hell am I even doing this for?
Hello everybody, welcome back to part 3 of my MagFest videos. In this part I'm going to talk about just walking around the whole convention center. I'm going to show off some of my pickups that I got. I'm also going to do an overview of meeting with the YouTubers and my overall thoughts on the whole convention. The next thing I just wanted to touch on real briefly was the amount of cosplaying there, costume playing. When I went to Milwaukee, there was hardly any of that. I think I remember seeing 2 or 3 people in cosplay. At MagFest, it seems like 1 out of every 10 people was dressed in something crazy. I don't get it personally. Some of the outfits did look really cool, but I have no idea why anybody would want to wear any of that stuff all day. So if you just like going and checking out the girls that are dressed all skimpy, I guess that's good for you, but for me, I just don't get it. So I just wanted to touch base on that. So let's show some of the pickups that I got. If you've been watching the last 2 videos, you'll notice that I've had some stuff that was not normally in the view of this room, and that's my pickups. So let's do this. The first thing I have here is the only video game I brought home from MagFest, and the vendor that I got it from was TJ, Married Guy Gamer. I picked up Track and Field 2000 from him. I don't remember what he charged me. I think it might have been $5, but I shorted him and only gave him $4. So I'm a bastard. I'm a bastard. I'll pay you back. The next thing I have here is Josh, JCAU99. When he went to the airport, bought all of us in our group some nice little shot glasses. So he bought a NASA Huntsville, Alabama shot glass. And me and TJ are the only ones that care about Josh, and we were the only ones that took him home. And so we have all of the other shot glasses between me and him. The next thing I have here is my badge. And not much to it, just show you kind of what the badge looks like. I didn't write my name on it or anything. So yeah, the badge. I also got a sampler CD, which got crushed in my bag for Screenwave Media. The only reason I got this is because it was free, and I love free things. So this has a variety of music on it from DJ Cutman, The Living Tombstone, Mega Ran, Epic Game Music. I listened to some of it. Some of it was not too bad, but I don't know. Nothing too great. The funny thing is, since these were free, some particular YouTubers were picking them up to switch out their Dreamcast games for and throwing the discs away. Who would do that? Yeah! Yeah! The last thing that I have here is probably the most important thing that I got the whole trip. When I showed up to my room, I realized that I did not have a belt. So my pants kept falling down. That was very hard to carry cases of beer when you're trying to hold your pants up. So I asked the guys if any of them had a belt, and somebody just so happened did. So my new belt, the closest that any of you are ever going to come to Charlie, CJR's crotch, right here. So yeah, thanks so much for the belt, Charlie. It definitely saved walking around the whole time trying to hold my pants up. So thank you so much. And yeah, don't know what else to say. Besides the fact he told me if I didn't put it in a pickup video, he'd kill me. The last thing I want to talk about was meeting the YouTubers. So I'm going to do my best not to forget anybody here. So the people that I met were JCAU99, Josh.
Quiet, man. Until you start getting alcohol in it.
That's alright.
Yo, what's up? What do you want to know from me?
What's your mom's name?
I'm like one of your clients, Rhonda. It's Rhonda.
Is it really Rhonda?
Yes, it is.
What's her middle name?
Sue. Rhonda Sue.
Charlie CJR.
What is the secret to getting 20,000 plus subs?
Good question, because I sure as fuck don't know.
Justin Goodwill Hunter.
Never, ever let your friends, ever, in any circumstance, like if you ever have kids, to never fucking let them borrow your games. I had Peekaboo Poker. I had it. Lent it to my friend because I was going away. Hey, well, yeah, I'm not going to need these Nintendo games. Came back, and Peekaboo Poker isn't there anymore.
Rich Burning Toys.
I wouldn't mind having some food tang right
So what is so it's like
Okay, so it's fries, cheese curds,
I hate cheese.
and gravy.
Oh, no.
And if you go to
How do you
Smokes, you
hate
can get
cheese
crazy shit on it. You can get like, I went the other day, that picture on Viber. It was like
Bacon or whatever?
bacon, ground beef, and cheese. There's a pierogi one. There's a
TJ Married Guy Gamer.
Yeah, or My Little Pony. That's
Okay, I've got a question for you, TJ.
Okay.
So this is your third con?
Yep.
How does this experience hanging out with YouTubers versus the other one? Not the actual experience of hanging with the YouTubers, but the convention itself. Because like this one feels completely different.
I would say so. I mean, there's not really a lot of video games, like video game sellers down there. It's all just merchandising and stuff, so that was disappointing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully this panel will be better than the last one.
We also met Ryan, RPG Tour Guide. I met Chase, Machine Games Texas. Who else? The Narc Podcast. John. Excuse me. They have YouTube channels, but I'm not subscribed to them yet. I will as soon as I can. So I met John, like I already said, and I also met Rip. They were there. They also had a guy, I don't know if he has a YouTube channel or not, that went with them. And I think that was pretty much it. We really wanted to meet Mike Gartner, but he had some issues with his phone, so we weren't able to meet that up. So the whole time we walked around the convention yelling Mike Gartner and YouTube, YouTube, Tube you. I can't do it like he does, but it was something like that. So, you know, bummed out that I didn't get to see a Mike. That's something I want to shoot for at another convention, hopefully. So, I believe that I said everyone that we met. If I left anybody out, just bitch at me in the comments so I can, you know, give you a shout out. That way my massive subscriber base will go and subscribe to you. Anyway, so the last thing I want to talk about is just, you know, my thoughts on the convention overall. I've done each part individually, so you know my thoughts on all that. MagFest in whole is not my cup of tea. Mainly because I'm not real big into the music, and that is a huge part of MagFest. So if you're a huge music fan, you like chiptunes, and you like video game rock music, MagFest will be perfect for you. For people that are not so much into the music part, it wasn't as good for me. I am more about the gaming and the game collecting and the game hunting. Game hunting is awful at MagFest, so that was a huge bummer for me. I did not enjoy going to the vendor hall because they were so overpriced. They did have some cool stuff to look at, but looking at it's about as far as I was going to get. Again, it was a little out of my comfort zone to see so much cosplaying, so that's not really my cup of tea either. I would rather have a convention that is more focused on the video gaming and YouTube gaming community. That's the two things that I'm more passionate about with doing YouTube and hunting for video games. So it's not my favorite convention. I would say Milwaukee was a lot better for me. The area around the actual convention where MagFest is held is super expensive. McDonald's is about the closest thing, and that's like over a half-mile walk. But everything else there, you're going to spend over $20 on, you know, an entree item. So if you're on a budget, definitely stop at a grocery store and pick up some stuff if you you know, you're on a budget and you want to eat. So what else to say? Would I go back? Probably not. I'm going to save up some money and hopefully go to Portland next year. That's my overall goal because I've heard that's such a good convention for retro game people and games in general. So that's been my thoughts on MagFest. I hope you like these 3 videos. The people that I met that I talked about, it was awesome meeting you guys. Especially the group that we hung out with the whole time, which I mentioned before. You guys were awesome. Exactly what I expected. Except Josh, he was, you know, he wasn't as cool as I thought, but that was no big deal. It worked out in the end. Anyway, this has been Retro Rewinder. I can't stress enough, the whole point of this convention was to hang out with you guys, YouTubers, and I had a blast. As far as the convention itself goes, not my style. So that's just my opinion. I'm sure lots of people enjoyed it. I was not one of those. Again, it was great meeting everybody. I've already, called you out. Chase, I meant to mention that one of the guys that I went to see the Chiptunes, that was Chase, Machine Games, Texas. Sorry, I'm throwing some stuff in at the end. It was a blast meeting you. I had a really fun time. I was actually filming some Chase behind the scenes. He had his GoPro, and it was kind of neat to see him getting in there filming everybody. And the NARC podcast, I want to say again, it was great meeting you guys, because I do enjoy your show and I listen to it every time you upload a podcast. And Rich, Justin, Josh, Charlie. Did I not say Charlie earlier? CJR Charlie. I'd already met him as well as TJ. So all of you guys, that was by far the best part of going to MagFest. So thank you so much. Thanks for everybody that's watching this, and I'll talk to you next time.
But just this one caught on, but nobody's ever given.
Do you think that you're above us being in a room with...
Come on, man.
No kidding.
I do like to hang out with the common folk just to see what's... just to see how people live. How people live. And
I remembered
666 subscribers.
Oh, you gotta choose ounces?
if it's $20 overpriced, but then you're paying another $20 to get there, that's $40 overpriced.
They call Mickey's fifths.
That's
Mickey's? What the
I don't
fuck
even
is
know
a
what a
Mickey?
Mickey is.
No, there's two pints. Like a fifth of vodka.
So that's like a
We
Mickey
call it
Mouse.
Mickey.
Why do you
Why
call
is
it?
it Mickey?
That's what it's called.
Like Mickey Mouse?
Do you love MagFest?
Yeah, because I love video games. That's why.
I love video games too.
Yeah, we're big gamers.
I'm actually semi-retired video gamer.
What do you mean you're retired? You don't play the new gen stuff?
I'm semi-retired, as in I do play video games, but I got too much shit to deal with.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit.